All right, guys, we are on the road today. We are headed to the Georgia Guidestones, but we thought this would be a great opportunity to kind of do a quick recap on the video y'all just saw, the psychic readings. Dude, I had so many fucking power issues and just all kinds of problems with that thing. I don't know what was going on, but holy hell,
Yeah.
it was just a nightmare.
Well, it wasn't just the fact that we were having issues with our equipment, but on top of that, I felt really weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I was spacing on names and places, and events that I should easily recollect, and I've talked about hundreds of times, thousands of times, and all of that stuff just went away. Luckily, to our benefit, the metaphysical ladies or women. What is the name of their
Metaphysical Round Table?
The Metaphysical Round Table, but they call the three of them the Metaphysical Three.
Yeah.
And they were excellent hosts, and they essentially did all the heavy lifting.
They really did. I wrote them a thank you email for that because they kind of pulled us out of the woods there a little bit. Because we were both, I don't know, the energy in there. I mean, it was weird. That's all I can say.
I will say that I noticed a fluctuation, and I can't really. When I first got there, I felt great. I felt clear-headed. I was really excited about what we were doing. But by the time we started recording, before we even started recording, I automatically started feeling like a negative vibe, or not really a negative vibe from any of them, but just a heaviness. And that's what I was mentioning to them.
Yeah.
That I was like, I can tell that you've worked hard to establish a space that is going to be friendly for your, Realistic Holistic is a beautiful shop.
It really is. I found my new home. And
they've worked really hard to build an atmosphere there that is inviting to customers and makes them, and so that this is a place that they can come and be at peace. But I also could tell that the place prior to that was not in such good shape.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of history in that building that you could smell it. You could smell the history. You could feel it. It was definitely there.
Well, even walking into those buildings, she's got, and I give her credit for that, she's done the most work cleaning up her shop and making it look nice. The ones around that, a couple of them were condemned. Well, it looked like they might have been condemned. I don't know. They were run down pretty bad.
Jane's thrift store, it's been there since I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the thrift store that's right next to her, that all you see is boxes piled up. Not sure what the case is there with the ownership, but I do know that the city has been dealing with a rodent infestation in that place, so that might be who you're talking about.
That could be.
Eclectic Antiques right next door. I think that they're pretty. Every other place is they're nice shops now.
No, yeah, they're nice shops.
They haven't always been that way, though.
What I was talking about was the one as you're walking into her from the brewery.
Yeah.
There's that one that got paint chips falling everywhere and all those boxes in it.
That's Jane. Yeah, that's Jane's.
That place looked a little bit rough.
They need to go ahead and just do it. I hate to see a part of the city's history go, to be lost to something like that. Maybe whoever the next tenant will be, will leave the sign up. We'll just,
What'd you do?
That's ESPN. That's it's game day, folks. It's a Saturday, and it's a pretty big game day here in the southeastern United States.
I don't know. I don't do football. Definitely don't do college sports, but my understanding is Georgia's got a pretty good team. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I love my dogs, but I don't know if this is our best year. I think that COVID-19 is having an effect on every team and every sport.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So I don't know if this is the performance of our team and any team right now. It shouldn't be taken. It should be taken with a grain of salt.
Back to the topic at hand.
Sorry.
What? No stress. So, what do you think about So I can't remember the name they gave him, but the guy that they had to basically appease to leave our damn equipment alone.
I don't think they ever gave us a name.
I don't think they did either, but I couldn't remember. So my soundboard cut out twice on us. You guys will see it. It probably will be some random, rather drastic cuts, depending on how we edit the video. I don't know yet. But the soundboard cut out twice on us. I don't know if that was battery backup power, if that was what it is, but we plugged it directly into the power source, and it didn't do it again. I don't know. What do you think? Is it that case, or was it the fact that whoever is in their building just finally left us alone long enough to finish recording?
I think that it may have been just an equipment failure. Now, I did want to ask you, did you test that mic that we were having issues with?
I forgot about that. Yes, I did. It works perfect.
So,
yeah. So one of the mics I had, you'll see in the video, we changed mics. The one condenser mic I have just quit working. Just stopped. I could not get it. I fiddled with it for probably 5 or 10 minutes. Couldn't get it. We swapped out. Thank God they had an extra mic.
Yeah.
Took it home, and actually yesterday I tested it. Works great. No issue at all.
See, I can chop the fact that we were having power issues up to that, up to for the board failure and the two separate occasions that we had board failures, but I can't chop that mic failing on a power failure.
Yeah, I actually had forgotten about that until you said that. Yeah, that was weird.
So, what did you think about the reading that you got?
I don't like it. You saw my reaction. I don't fucking know. I don't want another kid.
Well,
but my wife made a good point.
You don't want the responsibility of another child.
I don't want another kid, period. But
I understand.
Love the 3 I have. They're the greatest thing in the world. But my wife brought up actually a good point that I didn't think about. My little sister has got a toddler. She's 2 years old now, my niece. And we've actually had to watch her a few times for her when she's had to go do things. They've had some health issues. I'm wondering if that's not maybe what she's referring to, where we'll have to kind of step in and kind of play that role of helping her take care of. And she's also got a brand new son, too, who was just born a couple months ago.
Well, I suppose it's a mute discussion to say, do you think there's any legitimacy to it? Because obviously, as much thought as you have given to this, that you are in full belief.
Yes, I wholeheartedly believe. I'm a 100%. Now, there are a lot of phonies out there. I don't know that I take them that, because the one, while she was, Jennifer, I think is her name?
Yes.
While she was doing your reading, at the exact same time, Kat did mine, and she was writing her stuff down. And they both came to pretty similar conclusions about what we're doing here, about travel, about a lot of different things that synced up really, really well. So I'm putting some faith in it.
Well, I certainly hope that what they had to say about the success of Fringe Toast is correct, and the personal success of both of us as.
Alright, we got drag racers in Georgia. Gotta love them.
As we're passing by Six Flags over Georgia, which I don't think has been, this time of year would typically be the time of year that they had their Scarefest and their
Halloween, or whatever you want to call it. I don't remember what they call it.
Yeah, it's fun.
I haven't been yet. I need to go one year.
But it's this year that's kind of been held off. This won't be released until November, so you have already experienced your Halloween. We are yet to experience ours in the time in which we are recording. So, maybe you went trick-or-treating.
I hope so. I really hope we get to go this year. I'm worried.
Maybe.
So, hold on. I got to press you now.
Okay.
Because they said something about you finding somebody.
Oh.
What do you think?
Finding a relationship that was any kind of substance.
Yeah.
They said that they thought that they said that I was already married, and that is not true.
But maybe there's an energy there that it's coming soon. Because I think our energy changes as we get closer to an event that's going to heavily affect us, I'll say.
You think so?
So maybe you're getting closer to that moment, and so your energy is shifting to align with whatever's coming. I don't know.
Maybe so. I don't know, but I currently don't. I have one person that I am talking to, and the sheer idea of considering that person spouse material is. I mean, not anything against that person, but there is no way I would ever make any kind of a bizarre move like that.
Oh, sure.
Just on a whim. I mean, who's to say that this doesn't grow into something more? Maybe I haven't even met the person that they were talking about.
Maybe not.
But they seem to allude to the fact that they're right around the corner. And I don't know of anybody.
I don't know. That one.
It was fun.
So what do you buy into the psychic thing? Because I will say
I haven't experienced. I don't have enough experience with it.
Well,
that's probably that is the best. That is a logical conclusion.
I am going to hold your feet to the fire for a minute, because when I was suggesting maybe another weekend because of the football game, you were very adamant on doing it this weekend because of what they said in your reading.
Right.
So you must hold a little bit of something to it being a thing.
I mean, I want to believe, but there's skepticism there, and not. I hope that you don't misunderstand what I'm saying. Anybody out there misunderstand what I'm saying is that I hold it. If you do believe, that's you. That's I have to walk my own journey, and what that entails for me to fully invest in the concept of I really I'm 100%. I'm 100%. It would have to. It's going to take a little time. It's the same thing with the paranormal. As you guys may recall from the episode where we were recapping the events that took place with our walkthrough with Fox Family Paranormal. Like I said in that video, this whole thing is going to be ironing out what I believe, for better or worse. And when I say better or worse, better would be me finding concrete evidence that all these things that I love and adore and enjoy spending my time thinking about and talking about, and writing about, reading about, that they're all true. But I can't come to that conclusion without some solid evidence. And and that evidence may in fact point me in the direction that it's all bullshit. That's again, that this is not my comment, don't take my comments personally. These are my assessments as I am an individual, my opinions. nothing that I say should be misconstrued as concrete. You have to find, no matter what I have to say, you need to try to figure out what's true for you and what's in the evidence that you need. This is not about me trying to convince you whether or not it's true, it's real or not. It's about me trying to convince myself whether or not it's real or not.
So one thing I will say is I'm wholeheartedly a believer in all of this shit. I buy into it all, hook, line, and sinker. I am down.
We got Dukes of Hazzard shit right now.
Hell yeah, we're gonna die.
We're not. We're not, but I do need to get over here in this lane.
And if the camera's overly shaky, you can blame Bobby. Or the highways here in Georgia, they're terrible.
Yeah,
but
we'll get on 85 here in a minute, which has been rebuilt since the fire a couple of years ago. I'm sure you guys remember that from national news.
So, I'm curious to ask my wife the same question, because, God bless her, my wife is a devout atheist. She grew up going to every Christian church on the planet. She can recite the Bible better than most people who go to church every Saturday, and is still a 100% atheist. Because what she says to me is, she's never had that moment where everything aligned and she was given that sign, like the burning bush or whatever. What is it going to take for you? What evidence do you need to see? Because everything is open to interpretation. Even tarot readings are open to interpretations of what the cards say, because there's so many different meanings for each card. So it's up to the person reading the cards to say what it says. So there's a lot of gray room in there, a lot of wiggle room in there. What would it take for you, not just psychic, but anything? What are you going to need to see to have that aha moment and go, everything aligns and it's all a thing?
So what do I need to see? I don't know if I can put a definition on even that.
And maybe you can't, but is there?
I think there will be. Maybe there will be an aha moment.
Are you open? I guess is a better question, to an aha moment, to that slap in the face. Oh my God, this is
absolutely. If I'm going about my walk and my everyday life, and then all of a sudden the things that were said to me during our reading, and things that were said to the both of us, if those things start coming to fruition, then of course I have to take that as evidence that maybe something's going on here.
So what I'm hearing, folks, if you're out there listening and watching us, click the subscribe. Click the subscribes. I'm tired. We're up early, and I didn't have one cup of coffee. If we can get a massive following from y'all in 2 years or less, that'll convince his ass, and then he'll have to believe. It'll be over on my side of this argument, jumping headfirst into everything, going, "Oh my God, it's evidence!"
No, I'm not going to do that. You'll never see me do that. You'll never see.
I wholeheartedly am on board with everything being evidence.
I hope that that's not your goal either.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Not at all. No, I like the fact that we kind of come at this in two different approaches. I think it gives it more validity, I guess. All right, guys. So we're going to cut it here. It's going to be a little bit of a short recap video, mainly because we had well, unless you got more. I'm sorry. Am I cutting you out?
No, I think we can come back to this. I think we're good. I think we
hit all the major points on it.
We're going to do this 2 separate videos?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then I suppose we should say that this isn't George Norrie and this ain't Coast to Coast, but I'm Bobby and that's Matt, and you've been served Fringe toast.